Matrix is real, part one. Okay, so in 1999, a movie or film was released called The Matrix. I think it's a very good movie because of the messages that are in the movie. It has meaning which can be applied to the real world, and I think if you have not seen that movie, you should check it out. It's very good. It's not just a movie. There's more to it than just entertainment. Alright, so for today's purposes, the Matrix. What is the Matrix? The Matrix pretty much is, for reference, a social political system in which persons are manipulated and oppressed so that the ruling class can maintain an iron grip on power. We see this all across the world where politicians basically manipulate, oppress, exploit those who are their proteges, or those who should be their proteges, those who they should be protecting and looking out for their best interests, but instead they're looking out for selfish interests of a select and small group of persons who are entitled and think that they should rule over others. Alright, so we see the Matrix taking place every day and all across the world, where they use various devices, various schemes, various tools, various mechanisms to maintain this ironclad grip on power. The media, the mainstream media, is one of the very good ways of doing this, because what you do is, I can hide behind a facade. If I am in the ruling class, I can hide behind a facade and basically tell you what I want you to believe. 99% of it might be lies, but that is what is being put forward. So because most of us would have probably grown with the belief and the principle and the gem that honesty is the best policy, we would automatically think that those who are there to protect and serve would be honest to us, but that is many times not the case. Politicians who are at the head of the stream, who are to protect via policies, protect their citizens, their constituents, are probably some of the most dishonest people. These persons are sinister. They would not benefit from telling you their true intentions and plans, because it would be revolutionary. Alright, so we're going to break this matrix thing down a little more. For instance, Jamaica. How does the matrix work? Alright, so you have politicians who are to protect and serve the people, uplift the people, look out for the best interests of the citizens of Jamaica. But that is not the case. The services that are offered to Jamaicans are substandard, and economics would have taught most persons that it's about the allocation of scarce resources. But there are no scarce resources. I am a person who believes in the Most High God. There has to be a creator, and He has provided everything. He is a perfect God, so nothing can be imperfect that He has created. He knows exactly what He is doing. So there are resources, more than enough resources for everyone, but the problem is that persons want a glut. Persons want excess while others should have a deficit. They want surplus and believe others should have a deficit. So persons want to have it all for themselves, and this is what creates the so-called or the perceived scarcity. Alright. One of the greatest ways the matrix plays out in Jamaica is when we see roadworks taking place. Alright, you might be an engineer. You might go to school for 3, 4, 5 years, whatever the case may be. You may be top of your class. You may be an exceptional engineer, and you would do an excellent job at planning the roadworks and supervising constructing the roads, but you might find that someone else who is not half as qualified as you may get the job because they're politically aligned and connected. You might end up teaching this person might end up being your boss, and you might end up having to teach this person the job, and this in itself is totally counterproductive. So what you find is that the substandard work, the substandard services that are offered, it's a cycle, it's a continuing ongoing cycle. So there are no services, or probably very few services in Jamaica, for instance, which are world class and satisfactory for the citizens of Jamaica. And it's not because Jamaicans are not capable, it's not because you don't have capable Jamaicans, but as I said earlier, many times the persons who have the merit to do the job are not the persons who get the job because of a corrupt socio-political system. And this cycle is played out in every day and in so many ways. But this is just the beginning. The Matrix is real, part 1. This is Vin, your social narrator, a poetic commentator. Till next time, peace.